classic Bandicoot noises. Alright. The Adventures of Bucken, Berry, and Ala Gold, as set to TM Network's Get Wild, which I'm still shocked is in this game. Alright, let's find out what this is about. Bucken, Berry, and Ala Gold were enjoying a nice vacation with Mario and Peach on a distant island, but suddenly they have disappeared. Peach and Mario, or Bucken, Berry, and Ala Gold? Aku Aku noise? Yeah, I know. Tutorial Hut, alright. Aku Aku is such a weird character. What? But that's not what I meant to do. I haven't played Crash Bandicoot in a long time. Alright, so there just happened to be multiple things. There were some notes in the submission thing about talking flowers, so I figure I should keep an eye out for them. There's a talking flower. Press B against the wall to wall jump. Try it now. Oh, that's a weird feeling wall jump. Usually they give you more direction when you do that, but that feels like a very neutral wall jump unless you're holding direction. But I guess it works out fine. Uka Uka is even weirder. Yes, that I do know from... I think I played Crash Bandicoot 3. Time to a charge jump, hold down for a while, and then jump when you start flashing. It's simple. Charge! I've played Mario 2. I know how this works. Apparently you get to be a toad. What's up, Friday? No, it's definitely not true style. It's a little bit odd. Okay, spin jump blocks, I get it. Wall clippings enabled. Don't forget, no apostrophe, your item box. Press select to change power-ups. Okay. Ah, those explode. Also, I guess the switch messed up my cape. It looks like just a graphical issue. We might put it back. Was that an actual door? I got the moon. I got the moon at least. Alright. Check out the rest of the level really quick. There's a lot of flowers. To get past this gate, you need to find every exit in the game first. To unlock all the special world levels, you collect all the dragon coins on at least 35 levels of the game. So go and explore. Okay. Oh. When the flowers said this gate, I assumed they meant, like, the exit gate would no longer apply. But no. Lots of Bandicoot inspiration? Yeah, Bandicoot likes Crash Bandicoot. If you've never seen any of his hacks or played any of his hacks, he definitely likes Bandicoot. He likes good collectathons. He's a big fan of those. I've moderated one of his hacks. I forget the exact name. I think it might have been something like The Quest for Gaming. It had a cute bit where there was a 105 edit that I let through because it was funny. Okay, is this a real door? No. Alright, we can actually play the game now. Can I fly over? You know what? Valid question. Getting tired of this one-note song. Well, the answer is maybe. Oh hey, dragon coins. Well, if nothing else, Max, at least I got the dragon coins out of this. I might restore the character sprite because the cape thing is bugging me. There we go. Whoops. Okay, let's try this. Take off from the highest... Okay, never mind. Take off from the highest plateau. There's definitely a ceiling up there. Alright, well, we've established that the level is unbeatable in its current form. Let's get out of here. And? Dragon coins, check. Oh, that is fast movement. Planes of the basics. Alright, also I'm gonna lose the cape, like, immediately, because I don't want to have a cape. Having a cape at the very beginning... Okay, never mind. Apparently I'm allowed a cape. Not what I was expecting. Yeah, I might fix that. Didn't see how and if when the game saves, which might be... Actually, why are these... Oh, these are any jump blocks, not just spin jump blocks. Okay, that's an important detail. Hi, who are you? Who are you, Bucken, Berry, or a la Gold? You can change characters by pressing R on the map in between levels. Oh, that's convenient. Guess we'll try that out. Awesome, Rosa. I think a lot of people were very inspired by Mario Wonder when it came out. Sonic music. Oh, wait a second. See? Also, the names are amusing to me. So I don't know what Bucken Berry is from, but a la Gold is technically from Star Wars. Which I know doesn't make a lot of sense, but bear with me. There was a version of Star Wars that went around many, many years ago, probably about 2007, 2008. That was a sort of Chinese release of Revenge of the Sith entitled Backstroke of the West. If you ever saw that do not want meme with Vader standing there instead of yelling no, it's from that. And for some reason, the subtitles are just hilariously wacky. Anakin is now a la Gold. The Jedi Council is now the Presbyterian Church. Like, there's the whole bunch of weirdness there. It's absolutely hilarious, and there's a dubbed version that's actually really good. They're reading these lines that make no sense out loud. I heard that you don't need worry about saving because this game has autosave. Can you explain what is a save? Okay, it's a thing when you save the game, Flower. List of rumors and legends. I'll have to look. What the heck? Bucken Berry and a la Gold? This is a thing. How did this get here? Huh. I'm very certain that a la Gold came from the Chinese subtitles. But that is really funny. It makes a lot more sense than just being a Star Wars fan. Yeah, poorly translated there and back. It's kind of amazing in all honesty, and the dubbed version, like I said, is actually legitimately good. Like, it shouldn't be. But it is. It's one of those things. Like, all of the people doing the voice acting in the dub actually sound pretty good. Except for Yoda. Yoda sounds like an old Chinese woman, which is weird. But other than that, it's really good. Okay. Still feel like there should have been something more in there. Guess we'll poke around and see what we find in the rest of the level, because, again, this is kind of a collectathon-y thing. Something Bandicoot likes to do is sometimes add blocks that are difficulty blocks. So if I had below, like, 5 lives, that might have shown up. I know he did at least one game hack. I don't know he did it in others. So something to keep a lookout for. It's a bit weird because for some of these hacks, I never really run into low live situations, but other ones I definitely do. Also, I don't have any cape to try and get up there, but I could have a cape. Oh yeah, I need to die anyway. What's down here? Oh, that's what was down here. I need to test the midway. We just complete the level. Yeah, let's just complete the level and we'll test the midway on our way back. Now I just want to know, is that found life farm? Oh. Oh, I see what you're saying, yeah. Alright, so was there a moon? Yes. Typically, in Bandicoot hacks, you need all the things. So, let's go see if we can... Oh, I guess that matches whatever power-up you brought in with you. Intriguing. So I shouldn't have had a cape at that point. But I needed a cape for that section. Does this give cape? Something gave cape. Because otherwise you wouldn't be able to get the thing here. Oh, there, it gives you a cape. There we go. Problem solved. Well, I still haven't switched between Bucken Berry and a la Gold. I need to do that next time on the world map. I assumed it was a one-player, two-player thing, but... Switch over. Be a la Gold for a bit. See if a la Gold's cape is fixed. Nope! No. Away we go! And immediately get stuffed by pipes. That's probably for the best. Wonder if and when we'll get Yoshi. I'm still suspect of that area right there. Like, this entire area didn't seem to serve a meaningful purpose, and it was incredibly long for what it was. I do like the light effect, though. That is nice. Like, one of these had a... Just so odd. Trying to think of where else it could be. It could be at the very end of the level, I suspect. Or maybe I'm a moron. So I really just needed the cape about 4 inches away from where I was. Well, okay, let's try something interesting. Right, okay, that doesn't apply that way. Try one more time with a different idea. But I need a cape. Still want to know if that port of TM Networks or not live at Powerable. Oh. If TM Networks Get Wild is actually on SMW Central, or if this is something Bandicoot did himself. Because honestly, I actually like the song quite a bit. I played the NES game based upon this band many years ago now, with my little bro trying to do translating. Turns out, I think last year it got translated into English. It's a little like derpy adventure game. Your goal, you like wake up one day and your computer shows you the horrible future that you're about to endure, which is like a nuclear holocaust, but that'll be averted if you can get them to play live at Powerball. Oh, I guess it's not up here. Well, a little bit odd, but nothing bad. I'll have to figure that one out later. But it's been fully released on romhacking.net for whatever value of that means nowadays. Anything else down here? Nope. Been tempted every once in a while to go back and actually play it. Because I do like a little adventure game, but like, NES adventure games aren't as much fun. Talking Flower. Everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. That's a thought. It's a lovely tile set, though. Where was I going with that thought? Oh, yeah, that's pretty much it. Adventure games on the NES are kind of not fun. Like, they're not bad, but they're no Phantasmagoria, too. But generally the biggest problem is that it's so very menu-driven. Like, you get single screens and menus. This one, I think you do actually get a cursor. So you at least have that as an option. But again, it's a little bit awkward. It's based upon some band that was popular in the 80s in Japan that, honestly, I don't know that much about them. Aside from Get Wild is a pretty good track. I remember looking up a bunch of flavor stuff when we did the streams. I could talk about it. What's up, the Drew? How you doing? Talking about the title screen music because it was really good. But yeah, it was the OP for City Hunter, which was an anime. I don't actually know what it's about. I think it's like a detective show, maybe? Or a cop thing? I don't actually remember. It's one of those things. You gotta be careful about this. But the nice thing is with wall jump, it's a lot harder to trap yourself permanently in a wall. Probably should look at how old this hack is. Do I have that open? Yes. Obsoletes. Oh, this came out about a year ago, actually. Almost on the nose. I love rainbows! Double rainbow! What does it mean? Auto-scroller! What does it mean? Boing. Look at their slightly different shade. They're off-white, and then when I bounce on them, they become white. So pleasant. Oh, what else? It was a pretty chill day. Hung out with one of my friends for a bit, which was nice. Came down, we had some tacos. Ah, there's the moon. Alright, so that's not... It's not there is no space station. Or that's no moon, it's a space station. Did talk Star Wars a bit. Not a huge fan of Star Wars. But they're not the modern Star Wars, at least. There's so much of it now. Like, I know Disney likes to produce a lot of stuff, like Marvel, right? Then it was kind of cool to get, like, superhero movies, and now I'm like, no, I don't want any more superhero stuff. You literally made me uninterested in superhero stuff because of just how much crap you've produced. It's like those very special episodes of, like, some random kid's show where the kid, like, gets a cigarette and smokes it, and then the parent's like, no, you smoked a cigarette! I will punish you by making you smoke all of the cigarettes! That's kind of what it feels like. Oh, I'm an idiot. Alright, well that's a soft lock. It's okay. Superhero Disney Plus shows to prepare you for superhero cinema movies. Exactly. Like, I saw someone draw it all out and explain how this works. And I'm like, I just don't have time for this. I don't even let it watch, like, all this. After Endgame 2, I was pretty much checked out. I will experience any future superhero content through either Fortnite dances or pinball machine tie-ins. But otherwise, we will not be participating. That was another thing that was, like, really annoying. It's like, how did Palpatine come back? And I asked somebody, legitimately, and they told me, oh, you needed to play Fortnite to know. Like, I don't want to play Fortnite to know why this happened. That's silly. Ain't good enough. Okay, so the bonus stars actually matter. Interesting. I must not have gotten any last time. Midway checked. Got all of the things. Now I gotta figure out where that moon is. It's embarrassing to not be able to find the moon in the first level. The other side of this pipe is infested with enemies. Will you be okay? Please be safe. Got a feeling we're in for 100 rooms of enemies. And Undertale music. Oh, Deltarune, I think, but... Oh, it's the sprite scrolling thing. I feel like I've played this level. It's weird. Like, I swear that Bandicoot... Maybe it was in Bandicoot's other hack. There was a level just like this. Or maybe... No, I'm drawing a blank here. Definitely played another hack that used this gimmick. So I think this might be an off-the-shelf thing on SMW Central. Like, you could just pick this up and put it in your game. It's a bit of Uber ASM. Oh, look at Moon. Why can't I get the moon? Probably need to keep it moving the whole time to get the moon. Maybe there'll be some sort of flower here to tell me about it. Wow, hats off to you. Looks like I was getting worried over nothing. Go get 'em. To collect the blue moon, you must reach the end to collect blue-colored moons, you must reach them without collecting a single coin. I challenge you to do it. Alright, I accept the Mr. Sparkle challenge. Truly a brave mascot. Why was I looking this up? I was watching the episode, well, parts of the episode of The Simpsons where they go to Japan, end up on a Japanese game show. Because I was, oh, that's why, because I was reading about Natsubi. Natsubi? Was a guy. Oh, wait, no coins. Okay. But basically, the idea was that the contests were so... Mail-in contests were so obsequious in Japanese culture that the idea was you could live off of them. And so they made a comedian do it. Which is pretty ridiculous. But yeah, like, it took him like 3 weeks to even be able to eat. Because he didn't win rice for a while. I heard there was like a TV show or something that came out later to show up, to talk about it or something online, but it was one of those weird things, and the reason I was even thinking about it was because I'd found an old website by accident. It's like, I'd like to see that website again, and didn't know exactly how to find it. Thankfully, I remembered its name, didn't remember its URL, but somehow Raymond Chen linked to it on his blog, and his blog has been going for so long that, yeah. Oh, what do I need to do this level again? I got distracted. I probably need to throw that out, I think. There's a surge protector over there, and the LED on it is blinking disconcertingly. I probably should like, disconnect it before it causes a fire. Nothing's plugged into it, it's just plugged into the wall. It was part of my setup for the Super Scope extravaganza. Hey, Yoshi! Yossi! Sup, bro? What's up? My name is Yossi. I'm Yoshi's distant cousin. Count on me to help you guys. Yossi is totally a frat bro. I heard that levels with a red dot on the map has a hidden exit somewhere. I wonder if you can find it. Okay. You know, I could do all that. Or I could do something else. Let's see, can I scroll higher? Oh yeah, we can. This would be a place to hide something. Yossi 100% drives a pickup truck and steals catalytic converters for fun. Look, everybody's got to have a hobby. A friend of mine was trying to convince me to get some truck nuts for my non-existent truck. Which I still think are pretty funny things. But I definitely have neither the truck nor the desire to place nuts on said truck. Did try to convince one of the guys who has taskbots to put truck nuts on it. Not Dwango, the other guy. Yep. When I was at GDQ last year, SGDQ, I sat down at the bar next to someone who had a taskbot. I thought it was Dwango because I didn't remember what Dwango looked like. And he's like, no, I'm one of the other guys who has one of these things that no one ever remembers. I told him he should put it up, like get him and put him on there. That'd be awesome, but no dice as far as I recall. I never went and checked back. It'd be great. I just don't think he could actually be on, like, the main stage. I think, like, old GDQ may not have had a problem with that, but new GDQ probably would not appreciate it. Needs a shirt. Not Dwango. You know, based upon what I remember, dude probably would be willing to wear a not Dwango shirt. Like, straight up. No irony at all. No ironing either. How is anyone supposed to enter that pipe with those munchers in the way? That's a good question. Only there was some sort of muncher destroying crap. Somehow I knew it was going to be something like this. I think last time I played a Bandicoot hack, it was levels. But still not complaining. Hey! Thank you, Yossy. Guess we're supposed to fly here. Alright, here we go. Me and you, Yossy, we got this. No, we don't. We didn't have it at all. And I'm still debating whether or not I want to go to SGDQ. You cannot take Yossy's between levels. Duly noted. Do I want to do that first? I do like the heads-up display on these things. You know what? I'm willing to bet. I'm willing to bet I actually need the Yellow Switch Palace to get that. That feels right. Let's do the Yellow Switch Palace. It's clearly like hinting, hooray, Yellow Switch Palace. Also, I should have checked to see if I could procure a Yoshi out of the level while doing a different thing. By doing a different thing. Oh, what else? Not too much. Yesterday I went and did some pinball. Getting better at some of the machines. Got a few free games. By winning them legitimately as opposed to, you know, randoming them. Oh. Well, that makes that easier. I was thinking it'd be a wall jump kind of thing. I'm already missing my fire flower. Okay. What? Oh, I grabbed the vine. I had a plan, it just didn't work. Also good to know it automatically uses the thing in your box. Alright. Yeah, I realize now I probably should have been using that more frequently, maybe. Very odd level. This is a Switch Palace, so I probably should test the midway before beating the level. Switch Palaces frequently have the property of not being able to be re-entrant, which could be a bit of a problem. Also, somehow my knee hurts from sitting. Yeah, other than that, I just had a nice walk. Been re-listening to Project Hail Mary because I needed something easy to listen to. Been debating starting the Odyssey. Had other things, but I still haven't listened to my sister's Yuga Booga Flood book. Oh, there was a fire bar there. You know what? Just in case it is actually an issue, we're gonna test the midway now that I have all 5 Dragon Coins. It's an interesting one. It's a biography about Terry Pratchett, which apparently is quite good. I forget the exact title, but it's something like in the footnotes. I just haven't gotten around to it. Autobiography, or non-fiction in audiobook form can be kind of tricky. It's more difficult to stay engaged than with fiction, I find, because fiction you can kind of drift in and out. Alright, so what we learned here is I needed to bring the P-switch all the way up here. Let's take a look here really quick and see if I can lock myself out. Normally this would worry me, but I have backup saves. Ah, it's one of these. Okay, cool. Got the yump. 1 out of 1. Moderation is going fantastically. Switch will turn this into that. Good luck on your quest. That's not really what that says. I think that's what that says, at least. Okay. We'll get the moon first, because it was bugging me. Then I'm probably going to reset and turn off the character thing, because I prefer the graphics to make sense and not be corrupt. It's a relatively small thing to fix, though. It's not hard. No! Mistakes were made. But other than that, I think with going out and playing pinball till nearly closing time yesterday, probably close enough to my usual schedule to at least try to get some Baldur's Gate done today, or not today, in the near future. I was thinking about Baba, but I was promised a list of levels I should review from Snyder. Because with Baba, there are just some mechanics that if you don't remember them, you're just kind of hosed. And the game has a lot of mechanics. Like an absurd number of mechanics to remember. And how they interact. Still a very good game, just there's an awful lot to remember. Thank goodness I didn't throw that off. Okay, cool. No P-switch jump, though. Boop! Alright, I already tested the midway, so we're good. Alright. Okay, we're gonna eat a quick reset, and I'm gonna turn off the character thing so that we can fix the graphics, because it's a little bit annoying. Plus, this track is an absolute banger. 6%. Okay. Cool. Let's go hunting for that moon now, and beating the level. Of course, I'm also at a level deficit now, which kind of sucks. Or level deficit. Lives deficit. Of course, we get YOSSY'S message again. It was surprisingly good. I guess best way to phrase it. This short story, fictional thing, Shadowrun game this guy was in, where they needed to, near the beginning of the game, one of the players kind of messed up his in with the rest of the party, and so the DM had to come up with something at the spur of the moment. He came up with the Jackson. In Shadowrun, you always deal with Mr. Johnson. But this guy was an orc frat bro named Mr. Jackson. He wanted to hire a Shadowrunner to beat up a nerd. Which is kind of funny. Well, no moon. Maybe my moon hunting instincts are not good. Is this standard normal? So chill. Standard hard. That's what Bandicoot submitted it as. This is the first world of a 93 exit hack. So this, yeah, it should be expected a bit. This will be chiller. And I still have to find some dang moons. But we'll come back. I'm not going to waste a lot of time fruitlessly looking for moon. I want to be fruitful. By fruit, spike, and moon. But yeah, I mean, on SMW, on YouTube, and on Twitch in general, you generally only see people playing Kaizo. Actually caught someone, StuCat, playing, what was that one? Crimson, SMW, Super Mario World Under Crimson Skies, which is a really cool, though somewhat irritating, hack that does a lot of really cool stuff. Standard hack. I've beaten it on stream probably like 4 years ago. Jamie Boy also beat it on stream. I think I got to catch like the finale of that. The final boss is a bit anticlimactic, I will admit, but the game has a like complete story arc. It has like branching paths. It's got unlocking levels via stars, which are really just exit counts, but you know. And Metroidvania powers. It's a really interesting hack. Try to collect all 5 dragon coins on as many levels as you can. They will open new levels at the special world. Come on, you can do it. So leave Kaizo in your observation this time, but true. People who play Kaizo tend to play the harder standard hacks of it all. Yeah. Like, if it is, you're gonna see something like a jump team hack, or some old Japanese hacks of Esoterica, like the Hyper 6, Hyper series. If they're true sickos, they'll sometimes play like, I don't know, like the VIP series or something. But it's not uncommon for Kaizo people to stay on the Kaizo boat. Marissa World, yeah. I mean, Marissa World is one of those kind of like hybrid things. It is both very hard and full of Kaizo. Like, Marissa World's actually legitimately pretty good if you can actually beat it. Like, the difficulty is very high with Marissa World. Sometimes for legitimate reasons, sometimes because you just get hosed. But there's an awful lot of good standard hacks out there. People just don't play them much. Like, bandicoot hacks in general, that was not expected. Tend to be pretty high quality. Eldad sink many hours into Marissa. Yeah. No, I was initially the one who signed up to moderate Marissa, and I spent a long time on that. Like, a shockingly high amount of time before finally saying, you know what, it's got me, I'm done. Let me see, actually, if I can find how many sessions of Marissa I did. Really quick. I can never spell Marissa. Let's see. Super Marissa Adventure World. Okay, according to this, I had 13 streams with that in the title. And 2 of those were Mario Galaxy 2 streams. So 11 streams of about 2 to 3 hours in length. So I put some time into that. But no, Eldad was definitely the better candidate for that one. No question. I need to stop doing that. He's got a much better tolerance for this kind of nonsense. What's in here? Other iteration lists, yeah, it was hard. The purple moons can only be collected if you get all of the purple coins before the time runs out. Okay. Which timer? According to this, I have 300 Mario seconds. That doesn't seem that hard. Maybe it's time to the song? Okay, that was awesome. There's an awful lot of coins. fact, I suspect there's 100 of them. Never mind, I suspect there's 99 of them. Yeah, I'm enjoying anytime I see the Marissa World creators' names show up on, like, level design contests. Because they're always interesting. They're not always fun, but they're always interesting. Because a prior OLDC one was pretty bonkers. No, no! Eh, whatever. No! That worked. Got a bounce, got a presentation going on. Alright, good luck. Assuming you're the one giving the presentation. Good luck not falling asleep, assuming you're the one watching the presentation. There's nothing quite as awful as sitting through PowerPoint presentations. Still gonna have to look up whether or not the TM Network song is actually available on SMW Central at large. For some reason, that obstacle set off my Kaizo instincts. And that one did not. So does it save coins, or do I have to go back and do it all again? Because that would save me some time, if it works the way I hope it does. It does! It works the way I hope it does! Hooray! We got to test the midway, and I don't have to do the irritating thing. Okay, this time will be different, because we're not going to do the stupid thing first. Okay, I got lucky there twice. Alright, try this again. Just other useful things I discovered. You can stack you can stack Korra multi-ball and some other multi-balls. At least Light Cycle multi-ball in the Tron Legacy machine. That was my big discovery yesterday. I also spent a non-trivial amount of time trying to stack all three. Seemed like it could be fun. Oh, midway, or secret exit. Wasn't expecting it, not complaining. Alright, let's try to finish up BANZAI Hills. And then we'll catch that sphere, because I definitely want the sphere. As much as Klee needed the punch. See, the thing is that when I'm normally playing when moderating, I'm moving at a very odd speed because I'm stopping to check all these things. Then the second lap can be so much faster because I'm not doing any of those things anymore. Alright, so then there was the moon. There's a pipe down there, but I think I came out of that. No, thank you. Nothing up here. Suspicious. Okay, I don't think that's an up pipe. Checked it twice. If it is, well, that's on me. Alright, there we go. Ow. I don't know why. I was actually hoping for anything else out of that. But yeah, knowing that the Dragon Coin save is going to save me a lot of time. One of the common issues I have with rompy hacks where coins matter is you have to get them and hold on to them for the end of the level. Knowing that I can immediately sandbag upon getting to the midway will save me some time. Because knowing whether or not the midway works is important to me. Alright, we've cleared that one. Let's check out this sphere getting, because I suspect catching the sphere will be something fun. Yep. Not what I was expecting. Nice track, though. There's a lot of them. You know, I could have gotten that one. Can I respawn them? Suspect not. Oh, I'm running out of time. How? I didn't see a P-switch. Oh, there's the P-switch that I can't get to. Weird. I need the Yoshi. Okay, things are making sense now. Things are making sense now. I win! Yeah, that was easy. Can respawn them, actually. Saw one earlier when I turned back. Huh. Well, I don't need to now. But I do need that moon. The funny thing is I didn't even mean to catch it. So you go back and catch the Yossi. Ah! Well, that works. It's so silly. Game time. No, I need to not sing that song. Such a good... Well, good is relative. Such a catchy song. Yeah, you're right. I can respawn them and force them to go the other way. Interesting. I don't think it actually matters from a moderation perspective. That timing, though. No! Oh, this is fine, too. There we go. We got the moon. Oh, that was something I wanted to check. Curiosity. Still don't have the moon here, but I don't care right now. If I hatch the Yoshi... and start select, do we counter break out of the Yoshi? It looks like we do. We'll finish off World 1, then we'll check out the other thing. What's up, Jamie? How you doing? And thank you for the GG on that warp thing, because it was funny. I was actually talking about you a minute ago, talking about Crimson Skies. I saw StuCat playing that earlier. Tired? Ah, I hope it's a good kind of tired. Here? Nope. Middle of the road? Okay, fair enough. Oh, now I'm just chilling and moderating a bandicoot hack. Saw it come in the queue and I was like, you know, I'm in the mood for this kind of thing. A nice collectathon. Something kind of chill. Unlikely to have too many problems because Bandicoot's a pretty good hacker. That kind of thing. Did find a soft lock, but probably won't be rejecting. I mean, we'll see if I reject for that. It was one of those, you have to do a really stupid thing to get into the soft lock. So we will see. Something kind of astounds me is people don't put, oh, hello, Pipe. It's dolphin time! Let's go, Dolphins. Also surprising, Echo the Dolphin 3 has been announced somewhere. Apparently they're doing a remake. Original team, Ed Nazowska, or whatever his name is, apparently got the team back together. And announced this, in of all places, a one-off interview in Xbox magazine about Asian and Pacific cultures. Because it's that month for that, I guess. There was a timer. So, and it was like in the second level. Basically, I got above the stage and got stuck in a spot. Like, if I got stuck in a well like that right there, except I could get out of that one. The one I got into was just a little bit too tall to wall jump out of, and I couldn't jump on the opposing wall to get out, because there wasn't one. Yeah, I'm not really sure what an Echo the Dolphin remake would end up looking like. I would assume, if for no other reason, that they don't want to be dicks, they'll probably fix the whole, oh no, you died to the final boss? You get to do the machine again bit. Oh, I still want to test the midway. But bonus room! I have to come back here again to see if that pipe goes anywhere. I am not a lucky toad. Does make me at least a little bit more likely to want to try and beat Echo the Dolphin. One of them. So I do like the games. I just recognize they're irritatingly sadistic. And honestly, the first game isn't that bad, except for the machine and when you have to fight the Astrolite. Like, the Astrolite fight's kind of annoying, because you can lose a lot of health on the way to the fight. And then you have to not die, and it's a puzzle boss. You have to figure out what you're supposed to do in the context of the boss while fighting it. Which is always a fun thing. But it's not that hard. But having to repeat the machine is definitely something I don't want to do. Like, if you're gonna play Echo the Dolphin, play the Japanese version, because you will not be required to repeat the machine. And I'm just gonna spoil it right here. The machine is like a 2-minute long auto-scroller. Like, it's not an easy level by any means, and then they make you do it twice. Or 13, or 14. However many it takes. What's up, Fries? Wait, I don't need to do that. Wait a second. To collect the blue-colored moons, you must reach them without touching a single coin. I challenge you to do it. That's going to be a problem. Moons with different colors require certain specific challenges to be accomplished. Like, yeah, I have to do this level twice. Or do I? Oh, or do I? Had a little hack idea floating around your head for the last week or so. Kind of tempted to smash it out. Do it. Okay, so no, that wouldn't work. But my suspicion is that the way Bandicoot's coded this is that it simply checks to see if you have 0 coins. I'm fairly certain there's enough coins I can wrap back around. Now, you could say, Pat, that's not in the spirit of it. And you'd be right. That's the end of that sentence. Okay. It's more of a can I than a should I kind of proposition. Alright. Let's see if it measures it. Now, there are other ways to measure the number of coins. It is very possible that Bandicoot did something funny here. But my suspicion was correct. So it's absolutely possible to cheese that. Consider me to be on the average. Above average on the bell and curve. Above average. On which one? Masochism? Oh yeah, okay, so I wanted to try out something really quick. I wanted to see if counter break applies. Like, I get the feeling there's something here that reduces your coin count when you enter one of these coin counter challenges. I really wish it'd tell you up front. But it also doesn't matter. Okay, so yeah, it does counter break at the very beginning. I don't know why it's called counter break. But either way... mistakes were made. A super contemptible person, don't care who he is, he's acting like a real bellend. Yes, I've heard that one. I'm familiar with that term. Definitely seen some of the... Okay, so the shell collects it, okay. So that was actually related to the bell curve. I assumed it had something to do with, like, bells, like literal bells. Or possibly some sort of, like, weird Cockney rhyming slang thing, because that's a frequent occurrence in the UK. And Cockney rhyming slang is just weird for weirdness' sake to some extent. Yep, Dragon Coins would in fact add to my coin total. So in effect, there's really, beyond cheese, no way to avoid it. Though don't get me wrong, there's always cheese. It's always an option. Cheese was always an option. But yeah. I suspect I'll probably end up exploiting that in some later levels. Couldn't do this bonus room either. Not that moving across like all of 2 screens matters. I believe those are the last coins that aren't in blocks up here, so it should be fine. But it's more of a demonstrate that it's possible to myself than it is a this actually matters. Oh. I can get the moon again. Cool! 26. Oh. Alright. Check out the Nitro one. I do like Nitro crates. It is a bandicoot hack. We do need those. Like it is simple Kaizo thing. Each level's color palette is based off a specific pride flag. It'd be a pretty nice thing for the community, a big challenge to make all the levels actually look good. I mean, it seems like a fine idea. The only thing is, I think that Borky Man did it. May have done it first. Not that that should stop you. But for one of the ROM hack races, probably, oh god, maybe 2-3 years ago, he made a pride level which with all of the different things where they had different kinds of blocks and each one had different mechanics associated with it. Less aesthetic, I suppose, but they were always the blocks that did things. And ended up being at the end of Luminosity. Luminescent? Luminescent. That was it. Like, it was a secret bonus. What? Why did something... Oh, this is a spawner pipe. That's why that came there. Interesting. Oh, you're being original? Do it anyway. No, 0 problems with doing it anyway. What does a green coin indicate? That's odd. Oh. I'm certain you'll put your own spin on it regardless. This may take a minute. Oh, what's up, Steven? You'll do something. I definitely think you will. Doing well? I'm doing pretty well. Hung out with my friend, had some tacos. We actually had kind of terrible luck with this last time. He came down to my neck of the woods, and I have hosed myself. Yeah, I've done host myself. Have 200 flags based on country flag balance. You know, that'd be a pretty good, like, collab hack. Like, people pick a country. Make, like, one whole screen for it. You just know there'd be a bunch of people clamoring to do Brazil and, like, nobody clamoring to do Djibouti. Or East Timor. Or any of those other countries that no one ever thinks about, except you'd say, yep, that's a pretty funny name. Where was I going with that? What does the green coin mean? I don't know why I keep doing that. Hey. Yeah, or particular areas that are only really known for their country code. Something, 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 Christmas Islands. This is much easier to do with a power-up. Probably... do I want them? Well, no, okay, so they're always touch-sensitive to any sprite. Yeah, that would have been handy. It's one of those things that when the game gives you a spring, you just have to hold on to it. Nuts. None of this was smart. Guess I also could have used the star time to do something there too, now that I think about it. Nice job! I never thought someone would be able to traverse over here. I keep hoping I'll find something in a spot like that, but I guess not. I'm taking it with me. Doing good. Had someone from Kura visit today. Also planning to go to GalaCon in September. Nice. Might even stream. All good things. Don't think I know what any of those are. Or GalaCon or Kura. Was reading about some fun, quote-unquote fun, drama about Worldcon, which is happening in Seattle. This year, I think. Also not really sure how one buys tickets to it. Seems complicated. But basically, they were using AI to vet their guest list of sorts. Apparently, some people didn't like this. Can't really blame them. A lot of writers and such. But still, one of those, at least it's interesting. Dang it. Gah. There we go. Oh, yeah, it's a sci-fi convention. I think largely focusing on, like, writers more so, I think. But it's very old. It's where the Hugos are given out every year. For whatever value a Hugo is worth these days. I have a vague feeling that I'm going to find out at the end of this level that I needed all of the green coins to be able to get the moon. And I just killed the thing that would let me get the dragon coin. Easily. Yep, it's a green moon, Charlie Brown. Let's see. No dice. Let me guess. It'll tell me now. Green moon's gonna be collected if you find 7 green coins on the current level section they are. Here's a hint. If you want to get all green coins, don't enter any pipes or doors. Stay at the same section you're in. Okay, so it's one of those things where you don't want to respawn anything. Well, crap, I didn't get the dragon coin either. So this level's definitely going to take some doing. Green Moon. Hail, Hail Satan! Still don't actually know where that original clip is from, but I've heard it so often in music. Alright. Not sure what I expected, but this is the bonus room. I did okay. Dragon Ball Z A. Oh, yeah, that was the other thing I saw. Was in The Simpsons, when they go to Japan, they're first working at a seafood concern. The company loyalty thing comes up on the TV. And was like, oh, this is boring, let's change it. But apparently in the Spanish dub, it's, this is no Dragon Ball Z. Which, you know what? It just kind of makes sense. Oh, abridged, okay. Yeah, the only one of those I watched any significant amount of was the Yu-Gi-Oh one. I think one of my friends, Snyder, tried to get me to watch the Naruto one. Which I was like, it was okay. Yeah, that's way easier than doing a jump. I actually lost count of how many green coins I found. Which is not good. Oh. I see now. Ow. That's what I get for scratching my nose. What? Oh, right. Ah, I missed one. Okay, that's annoying. Wonder where I missed... Like, it is at least a little bit of a dick move to have the first green moon level on a level whose background is the same color. I mean, it could be behind stuff? It did say same area. South Park and the Christmas Critters episode, the creators are saying... Yeah, to be fair, that's a really good episode. No! I got killed by the moon, or the one up. Like, every part of that is fantastic, especially when they leave the Christmas Carol format and go back to, and it becomes back in the classroom. He's deeply unhappy with what's happening. Popular martial arts champion called Satan, so they had to cheer him on. Okay, that's ridiculous. Remember there being a decent little bit in Wreck-It Ralph? That's the one I'm missing. Where when they're doing the whole, like, Villains Anonymous bit, Ralph thanks Satan. And he's like, no, it's Satine. You know, to make it more family-friendly, I guess. There we go. I had a plan, it just didn't work. There we go. Alright, hopefully I'll have gotten all the green coins. I don't know why I expected that to be solid. Whatever. Moon get. Now, where's the other dragon coin? How much time spent on the internet? Satan is better or infinitely worse than Satan. Fair enough. Feel like there's a trick somewhere that I'm missing. It's probably fine. Oh. Jal sent me a customer service thing. See if I'm happy with how my trip went. Which, yeah, it went pretty well. I need to stop doing that. Oop. What was I thinking? Okay. Also, while you're here, Fries, I may have gotten my sleep schedule into a reasonable enough position to finally do more Baldur's Gate 2. I didn't check all these pipes, did I? Maybe I did. Yeah, I did. Nuts. I mean, I only need 35 of them, but for moderation purposes, I have to catch them all, like Pokemon or cigarettes. Hoping to catch the explosion, and because this might be an up pipe, but like it's in a really awkward position, just a little bit too high. Okay, I can do it that from there. I think I'm convinced this is not an up pipe, and I'm just confused as to why this setup here. Risky Fondue and playing Baldur's Gate 3. Excited to see me return. Yeah, me too. It's been a hot minute or 7. You know, I never need this thing. Like, I'm not sure why I was given this particular object. But yeah, I very much like to finish it before a year laps me by. No, I still feel like the spring has to be relevant somehow. Somewhere. But either way, it's nice to kind of be back to doing some SMW stuff. Like, maybe here? I could have gotten there without the spring. Wait. It was an up pipe. This is an incredibly involved section to get to. Guess it's implied I should have tried to jump over it. Weird. Alright. Alright, well, we did it. We figured it out. We got past it. And we got all the dragon coins. Cool. How am I doing? I'm missing 2 moons in this area. Alright, let's do the final castle, then we'll do a sweep or something. What's up, Groovy Gadget? How you doing? It's Bowser's castle. Ain't that great? Did have a weird experience. Apparently, Jaws, the pinball machine, came out in 2024. I thought it came out later than that. Or earlier than that, like 2023. But apparently, January 2024. Damnest thing. Playing 1,000 Year Door Rando. Nice. Maybe one of these days I'll finally get around to getting that modded Wii from my friend, who I did see today, and playing some other stuff. Because, like, I can do Wii games fine. I think I can do Wii U games fine on it, but it does not like doing GameCube games. I also suddenly feel like I should be playing Nim. Come on. There's a door, and there's things that aren't doors. Alright, let's try the door. That's convenient. Coin blocks are silly. Thank goodness that one only required one. Ape would have been useful too, I suppose. Whoops. Okay. Door? Nope. Other door? Puts me back here. Okay. Much as I'm going to be sad to get rid of that. Should die so that I can do the rotation here. Check the midway quick. Or he'll stop breathing fire and I'll have to do it the hard way. There's other things. I did finally get some of the OLDC stuff out the door, YouTube-wise. Got the basic script set up for that, so the next bunch of them will be easy. Except VLC is doing the irritating thing it does sometimes on my computer, where I can no longer do fine-grained seeks and stops. I don't know why it does this, but then I reset and it fixes it. And honestly, I think it's a Mac issue. Like, I think like Windows Server gets aggressively resource hungry. Like I'm running out of handles or something. I think it only started happening once I started running Firefox at the same time as Chrome. So I'm thinking maybe I'll just stop doing that. I was about to say, oh no, I'm soft locked, but then I remember, no, I have wall jump. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I actually dig the all-vertical aesthetic for this. Something to be said for it. Alright. Second midway. Hey, here's a hint. You can attack the boss by throwing its eggs at her. That's an odd way to mess up your subject-verb agreement. Going from its to hers. So, I mean, it's clearly Birdo, because this is how Birdo works. Oh, yeah, I also need to... Yep, Birdo, exactly. It's kind of odd, though. Again, I don't really want to skewer anybody for not speaking English good. English is a hard enough language as it is. Though I generally will read the text as given. English as she spoke it. Which is a bizarre little meme book. I want to say Spanish? It might have been Italian. Alright, Birdo. Lori the Birdo! Hey, it's you! Who invited you here? Get out of my tower! I'm not sure why that was Birdo's accent, but that was Birdo's accent. Alright, 4 hits. Still better than a 17-hit wart. And that's Pizza Tower music. Had your money on Crow from DKC2. That's fair. You do throw the crow's eggs back at her. I missed the moon. Alright. Before we do a sweep, I want to see what's up here. Collect dragon coins to unlock levels. This seems very familiar. Chomp Eater's Starway. Why not? Ah, it's one of those. People got a lot of mileage out of that sprite. Came out the same year as Mice. The reason I know this is because the way Mice was conceived was to only use resources from that C3. Which they did. This is why you check every pipe. Probably should have checked the midway first. Crap. Crash Bandicoot Nitro blocks? Yep. We've been dealing with those for a bit. It's not surprising. Bandicoot is a fan of such things. I do like how the interaction works, though. It is pretty effective. I don't like the chops. Whatever. We've already done this part. Whee! Whoops. Also, new pointless. Oh, not too much. Bandicoot hacking. Or Bandicoot hack playing. I'm dead. Which is a good time. I'm enjoying this hack. Let's see, I've got 12 exits. That's not bad. Glad I got the midway first, though. There's no point in stopping for that. Definitely no point in stopping for that. Interesting. Oh. Yep, there we go. At least we got past the other sec. Oh, nope. That's why I don't like those. Have fun. 5 hours sleep is too tempting. I can't blame you. Sleep is important, as it turns out. I just noticed that you always spawn big. It's a nice little touch. Don't like chain chomps. Nope. Full jump was needed there. At least we've seen the end. We know there's a moon at the end of that. I thought it was going to be a dragon coin, but no, it was a moon. Once again, I'm wondering how I didn't find the moons in some of the earlier areas now, because, like, there's a bunch of moon. Or... What? No! I could have done a normal jump! Oh, that's annoying. Where was I? Jaws was released earlier than I thought it was. Jaws is a fun machine, though. The thing that... Right, you just have to make a jump for that. The thing that Stern's been doing this month, which is kind of fun, is there's a bunch of machines, they have like 4 different achievements on them, and some of them are really easy. Like D&D's was basically start Dragon Multi-Ball, finish Dragon Multi-Ball, and start Gelatinous Cube Multi-Ball, the 3-ball version. Which I actually hadn't done. I'd done 4-ball and I'd done 2-ball. What is wrong with me? But X-Men one, which is one I do really want, requires doing one of the missions perfect, which I have never actually done before. I also got the Storm mission done perfectly, or first time. I think it was perfectly. Thought I'd land on the shell. And the Storm mission is tricky. It's one of those ones I usually prefer to stack with a multi-ball, if I can. The idea is all the ramps light up red. You hit one of the red shots, it turns blue, indicating that you've turned off the fire. And then you can clear a bunch of blue shots, but you need to clear all the red shots before you hit any of the blue, or not hit any, before you hit enough blue shots to end the mode. There we go. Won't even get the last one up, though. This is fine. But yeah, hit a good multi-ball with that and cleared it pretty much in the first go. And if you clear one of the harder modes in one go perfectly, you'll actually score a lot of points. Though I generally do the robotics facility first. Crap. So I do like the robotics facility. It tends to be the one I have the easiest time with. I'm having very bad luck with this. But that one's actually really easy because you have to just go up the center ramp repeatedly. It's not that hard. I'm wondering if there's something up there, but I also really... Yeah, I don't think there is. I don't have any luck with those things. But they always seem to jump to the wrong spot. And it's not like it's a standard thing. They are RNG. Thought about jumping on it. Shouldn't have thought about jumping on it, but I thought about jumping on it. Ugh. Okay. You know what? I think they actually are trackers. At least I think they might be. Okay, don't jump on this. Just jump over it. There we go. Got the moon. So I think I have everything for this level. Which, again, makes me question my inability to get the other things in the earlier levels. 29. That's okay. Kind of wondering how the coin unlocking mechanism works. It says to get dragon coins on at levels. I don't think I had to. Or maybe I had enough from the get-go. It's hard to know. Okay, what are we missing? The tower climb. The very first level. Like, you think it wouldn't be easy. You think it'd be hard to miss the moon in the first level. Where could the moon be? The game does give me a cape. I didn't really fly around anywhere. So there are options. I'm not sure what they are yet. There's plenty of them. And more Sonic music, because everybody loves Sonic music. look over here really quick. Maybe I missed it in the corner. Nope, just the dragon coin. I'm not really sure what to make of that. Okay. Not sure I should have done that. Check the sky really quick. Nope. Where else could it be? Like, I don't really have a good notion at this point, because I did check pretty much all the pipes. With that pipe bisecting, maybe we can do more flying here. Right, we found this in the sky. This pipe does its thing. There's a pipe that takes me to a lower area, but I thought it had a dragon coin in it. This pipe. I was pretty sure about its nature as a dragon coin receptacle. Or we could just get the moon that way. That works too. Oop. Alright, moon acquired. One down, one to go. Okay, then this level, YOSSY'S Glade. This one I went through a few times now. Let's get Yossy. He's too cool not to pick up. Look at those shades. Okay, I don't think this upper level ever... Well, no, I can scroll it there. Again, it's near the beginning of the game. I feel like it can't be that hard to find it. The moon. Let's see, does this part scroll? It does. Which is interesting, but not, like, useful. Pretty sure this had a dragon coin in it. Yeah, I do wonder if it's just flying at the right spot. It's like, you could have an awful lot of stuff up here and I'd never know. Just hard to know, you know? Right, the talking flower had that information. I might have missed this pipe. I did not miss this pipe. It was a very simple flying exercise. Oh ho ho ho! There we go. Alright. Bye, Yossy. He brought it upon himself. With those cool shades. Alright, and then the castle. Can I not get back into the castle? Alright, so... Never mind, you just... That's weird. So whatever you do, don't change characters on top of a castle. It doesn't help. A bit confounding, really. Alright, so then where could it have been? I want to say it might be in here. Presentation done. Nice! Were you the one presenting, or the person being subjected to said presentation? Okay, so there's nothing up there. Well, congratulations either way. Okay, so where are we going now? Knowing that illusion walls are on the table does not make me happy. I only found that illusion wall because I got lucky too, which isn't great. When presenting, tech demo for AI-based photographer. Oh, nice. Did this part. I was hoping that maybe that would be something there, but I can't tell. Gotta boop him. This is pretty close to the end. Well, really, the second checkpoint. At which point we then have to fight Birdo. Nothing up there. I guess what would be sneaky would be to hide it in the room with Birdo. I don't think that's what was done. Check the wall. Check the other wall. Accidentally go into the room. I never checked to see if this scrolled or not. Alright, I don't want to fight Birdo yet. Okay, I guess let's just use a different button to enter it. That is the surprise. Is this door enterable? No. Okay, that's just an exit door. You get the pattern language. Yeah, it's better to have 2 power-ups than 1. If I can't find the moon pretty soon, I'm gonna move on to the next world. But I feel like I shouldn't have a hard time finding the moon in the first world. But then I did, so I don't know. It's not in the Birdo room. Eh? What killed me? That's a new one. Yeah, I'm a little surprised too. I'm gonna try to repro that. Because that is weird. No, I don't think it was a sneaky tile of death. My suspicion is that if you walk, you get too close to the edge of the level. Yeah, like you can see it's pushing me back. I was able to push my way in, which would get me killed. See? It's an interesting way to die. I'm not sure it matters enough for moderation purposes, but I guess I'll put a marker down regardless. Just due to the complete and utter weirdness. But I'm otherwise not sure. And I still don't know where the dang moon is. SMW is a perfectly coded game. It's true. Check to see if this is a re-enterable door. It is not. You know, I thought I saw at least... There's something over there. Yeah, this area over here didn't make sense. Alright, there's our moon. To get a full jump off that. That was sketchy. Alright, cool. You'd think at least one of those would have fallen. Alright. And that is World 1 complete. We did all of the things. Well, almost. I forget what the criteria for being the first level is, but it's not important. Let's go to the power-up hut. It's been a while since I've been to a power-up hut. Having trouble? Get some power-ups to make your life easier. This star block will put a star in your item box. It costs 3 lives, but it's very useful if you are stuck on a rough level. Alright. Well, I know what I have to do now. This is gonna be funny. Or completely reasonable. One or the other. One of those things that's always a dangerous thing to do is give... One of those things that's always dangerous to do is give people the ability to insta-kill things when you have custom bosses involved. Let's try that again, with less stupidity. That is the downside of using a specific strat. This time will be different. This time I have a cape. But yeah, if you give people the ability to instantly become Starmen and have custom bosses, bad things can happen. And I'm curious whether or not that's the case here. It just means I have to get to the top of this without getting hit, which isn't that hard. RNG fireballs notwithstanding. Close enough. Okay. We're gonna take it incredibly slowly. Because I couldn't have another mess up like that. Oh, right. There's an orb, so it doesn't matter. Forgot about that. That would have been smarter not to have to check that. We'll see about other bosses later. But at least that one is fine that way. So the thing you just don't know is how the sprites will interact. One of my favorite things I've ever seen was there was a hack I was moderating a million years ago. And in it, they had these really lovely doors, like Yoshi Island doors that, you know, opened and closed, had full animations. But because they were sprites, and I was given access to one of the suits, I want to say like the Ice Brother suit. I hit it with a snowball, and it turned into a ice containing a coin. And then that ice containing a coin turned into nothingness, and then the door was gone. So the lesson here is custom sprite interactions are serious business, and you need to be careful if you include things like custom power-ups. This hack doesn't seem to have that, but still. Something to keep an eye out for. LX5's power-up patch is still really fun, but it's invasive and it causes weird problems. Ooh, what's up here? I wonder what this track is from. Alright, I've been given a choice, left or right. Apparently this is the shellward direction. You know, I briefly thought I should shell jump. What this also means is that wasn't the right way of going about it. Yeah, I don't think I want to have to deal with this area without the benefit of a Yoshi with blue shell enhancement. Eep. Yep. Oh, come on. Knew I shouldn't have gotten so close to the wall. You think it spawns more Yoshis? Nope. I'm just hosed. Celeste? Ah, that makes sense. I thought it sounded familiar. Definitely thought it sounded familiar. Ice Bullet Mountain. Well, the funny thing is that the bullets are not made of ice. So it's not really Ice Bullet Mountain. I'm still greatly amused at the source of these names. It's one of those things where, like, the name a la Gold should tell you it's fake, you know? As far as these rumors went. I know video game rumors used to be a bigger deal. Mostly because, like, data mining in games was sort of in its infancy. Compared to nowadays, where basically every game is cracked open the moment someone gets a hold of it. And therefore there are no mysteries left in the universe. Or at least the world. Possibly the world of Warcraft. Okay, I'm gonna check, see if there's like a moon. Nope, I don't think so. That was close. But not close enough. But things like you can revive General Leo, you can bring back Eris. Let's just go through the pipe to see where it takes us. I don't think I actually want to go here yet. It puts us really close to the end of the world, actually. Interesting. But it looks like it comes at the deficit of not getting access to a specific Switch Palace, judging by how that map looks. Now, it could be something that's not a Switch Palace, but it sure looks like a Switch Palace, you know? Alright, still gotta find a moon, still gotta find dragon coins, still gotta beat the level. There's a great amount of stuff to do still. Hey, there we go, found something to do. Probably would have been smart to get the midway. Where does this go? Oh, it just recycles you. Cool. We take those. Alright, so you need the moon. No, you need the power-up. I see. Vaguely reminded of that ROM Hack Races level that I flubbed at the last second by breaking through too many blocks. I think that was, Orca Bins. I haven't seen him online in a while. Hope he's doing alright. Was reading something and thought of his alert where he's like, "No, Jonathan!" and I have legitimately no clue what it's about. Okay. That's weird. I was actually expecting that to have something in it. Still weird. Nope, these are squishable, so I can't use them to proc that. Very odd. And that was completely on purpose. I'm happy to say for once. Alright, grab that. Come over here. It's just a spin block. How odd. Maybe there's more auto-leveling stuff going in. Or, not auto-leveling, but, crap. Also crap. No, I just want to jump and check the pipe. This was not a smart move. Just was not. It did not work. Okay. Why did I think that was going to work? Oh, it didn't matter anyway. Did not matter in the slightest. Still kind of funny to do that, though. Just, like, drop him right through the floor. Okay. Now, I think what I want to do here is not get hit by the random bullets. Okay, I don't think that's an up pipe. Sometimes you're just not ready for them. I do not like this area. Am I missing something? I don't think I can make this jump. Not without assistance, and I really wish I hadn't killed the red Koopa. That was probably the easy way to get up there. There we go. Randomly moving bullet bills are not my friends. Okay, so now what? Time to test your flower or firepower. Go get them. What if I don't want to? Hold up on the D-pad and aim better. You can do it. Oh, we get technical fire. Alright, cool. And I'm missing one dragon coin. I must have missed a pipe. Definitely I must have missed a pipe. Oh yeah, I don't need to test the don't need to test the bonus room again because I already did that. Not that hard. Okay, so I didn't find the moon either. Well, shoot. You know what I didn't do? Nope. Okay, well that doesn't help. So much for the first thought I had. I guess there were a few things that were suspicious. Especially the ones that didn't pan out. They were mostly after the midway, though. I'm trying to think where, like, the other moon could be, because, like... Okay, so that's the extent that it can go up. Okay, cool. Thanks. Thanks, game. And then this was really small and pointless. It had the dragon coin, but nothing else. Well, I had that. That was convenient. But yeah, it stops scrolling after the what looks like a vaguely looks like a Space Invader, so you can't use that. The level doesn't really give us any capes to play with, so I don't think that's the key to this one. Like, I really thought that like, there'd be something here. Around here. Yeah, I don't know why there was that line there. I have a lot of questions, but no real answers. We checked out this pipe. This pipe was nothing. Really hate those. Oh. Okay, nothing there. I didn't really check for illusion walls. Also, okay, so that was an up pipe. I was thinking that'd be so much easier to do from that side. Oh yeah, you need to know about technical fire to be able to do that. Let me guess, there's a moon beyond this. Well, Alright, so... I guess... I don't know why I jumped. I guess that's that. Okay, so we found that. And then that drops me out of this pipe, which is actually what I expected. That wasn't smart. I'm not sure where the moon is. Like at all. We'll come back to it. Let's go battle in the snow. I'm gonna guess this is another, like, fast scrolling level. Lots of enemies ahead. Will you face them? Make sure you're prepared. Okay. Just watch there be a don't touch any coins. You know what? It wouldn't be a don't touch any coins thing because there are the green coins. Which means that's the criteria for the moon. Ugh. I do not like the snowball throwing bros. They are weird. But technical fire always gets them. Crap. Alright, well, we're not getting that immediately. See, that's the thing. I never know what to expect with that. Okay, that doesn't work. Oh, no. Okay, that was far closer than it should have been. Alright, so we still have to redo the level to get all of the green coins. But it looks like that's the end, and I'm just missing 2. Does sound funny in double time, doesn't it? You did well! Did you collect all the 7 green coins along the way? Get them, and the green moon is yours. Okay, well at least I could start select out. I can start select out, if need be. Maybe I'm wrong about having fixed my sleep schedule enough to do Baldur's Gate. I'm tired. I think I didn't sleep great last night. Ate some food that was a bit too spicy for me, and then had some indigestion, which never helps with the sleeping. Well, I got up and then kind of dozed for another chunk of it. Okay. Crap. Well, I really screwed that up. Yeah, I just gotta start select, because I did it wrong. Nothing I really can do about that, unfortunately. One nice feature is I know all the green coins will be in the same segment, so we have that going for us. Interesting, the red Koopa didn't count for some reason. Man, this just makes me wonder when the next chapter of Deltarune is going to come out. Alright. That might have been a mistake. Should have kept the shell. I could use it for the next couple bros. Not really sure what purpose these serve for our purposes. That worked. Probably shouldn't have. There we go. Green moon, get. Have I not paid attention to the news? Which news? There's been a lot of news. Like, I thought it did. I thought Toby Fox's like newsletter said that they would be out this year, but I didn't think there was like a date set yet. I mean, otherwise, the only, like, big piece of news that came out of today was India and Pakistan having a bit of a fit. Having a bit of a spat. Which was of my interest to me, because my brother's in Bangalore right now, which I'd prefer to not get hit by missiles. So... we have jumpy penguins. Interesting. Not sure what jumpy penguins do beyond jump. Seems like the answer is all they do is jump. They're not very interested in doing other things. They're also flammable. Oh, June 5th? Nintendo 2 Switch release date? Was Big Direct? Oh. No, I did not see the Big Direct. I was in Japan. I was like on a train. No, I was going to Japan that day, I think, when the Nintendo Direct was happening. So, like, I saw the Switch 2 stuff, but then I didn't see anything else. Is it Switch 2 exclusive that day? Which won't help me. I won't have a Switch 2 at that point in time. I guess I'm kind of surprised I missed it, but also I wasn't, like, reading a lot of news and stuff when I was in Japan. Because I was busy being in Japan, as one does. Switch 2 get an exclusive room. Make use of the 2 mouse cons. Interesting. Not sure that makes me interested enough in acquiring a Switch 2. Which I think I couldn't do right now if I wanted anyway, right? Like, it's still only in pre-order. So very much, even if I wanted to. Also, it took me way too long to realize those guys are just rebadged ninjas. Oh, this was the alternate path out. Okay. How very odd. So it's coming out on everything that day. Well, that's good. Yeah, I'd be mildly annoyed if it was an actual exclusive. I didn't find the moon, I didn't find the other stuff. Let's do this one more. But, like, I think the Switch release did have an exclusive room, right? Like, someone did a Kickstarter thing and got their own, like, boss. But it only happened on, like, their birthday or something. It's a very Undertale thing to do. Yeah, it occurs to me, when I was here, first going through the level, what I thought I'd need to do was get the Switch Palace first, but apparently not. Oh, Midway. So sorry. Oh, is that the name of the... Yeah, that was it, wasn't it? It was a weird addition. Like someone's first sauna or something, if I remember right. Yeah, so there's the pipe that I'd need to hit. But I don't have the Switch Palace yet. And more Switch Palace-y things. And a pipe. I suspect that's the moon room, if I had to make a guess. That wasn't smart. Ice physics. Something about how this is done makes me mildly curious, but I don't think it matters. Whoops. That's where I came in. You know, the more I think about it, the more I think that 1-up blocks are a superior type of Kaizo block. Because not only do you not get the 1-up because you died to the Kaizo block. In fact, yeah, I think that's just funnier. Alright. We know where the moon is. We can't get it now. Or, well, I have a pretty good suspicion where the moon is, but I can't get it now. Oh, we'll get it on the way back. Yeah, also, I'll test the midway then, because I don't need to do it now. Yeah. Maybe I didn't, like, wishlist it on Steam, because I feel like I would have gotten an email about that. Oh, whatever, there's too many things to do to think that I'll actually drop everything in early June and play Deltarune. Do love this track. This is more Celeste, if I'm not mistaken. Was reflecting on some of the much, much earlier moderations I've done. And one of the very first ones that was put on YouTube, part of my system, was one that had a level that was inspired by Celeste and had a bit of a getting over it aesthetic, where you could fall down quite a few times and get back up and all that, and it used this track. I don't actually remember what hack it was. I think I remember the hacker, though. I want to say it was Level Engines hack. That was a long, long time ago. One of the reasons I was looking at that, I'm like, oh yeah, when did Sakari come out? Sakari 2. And had to go and look that up too, because I'm like, yeah, I moderated that. When did I accept that? One of those happened so long ago, or so it feels. Especially because we're looking at like 2025 is a quarter already over. Like, time's just flying this year. Knew it. Okay, nothing there. Also no midway yet, so I presume there's not actually going to be one. So I'm pretty sure there wasn't a midway. I was going to kill something else, but that was definitely the right thing to kill. God, my nose itch. I'll take nose itching during streaming over hiccups any day. There was one moderation I did where I had the hiccups for the better part of it, and it was awful. I do love this track. Oh yeah, that was another thing that happened recently. Apparently, the 20th Toho game got a demo released, like, this weekend. Haven't checked it out too much. Disc defrag. Thank you! That was a blast from the past. That was a long time ago, disc defrag. Yeah, I wasn't sure if there was a midway in that. I'll put a marker to check. I don't feel like going back and looking. Got all the things in that level. Yeah, that level was really hard. The rest of it was reasonable, but that level just had a huge difficulty spike for me. Defragging my Disc of Memory. I think Disc of Memory is like a Yu-Gi-Oh movie, wasn't it? Okay, that was just aesthetic. I thought there might be a hidden pipe there or something. We groove. Oh, nope. No, we don't groove. That was terrible. I've considered doing like a disk defragmenting stream, but I don't have any IDE hard drives anymore, and defragging the compact flash does not make sense. In fact, in general, defragging doesn't make as much sense as it used to. You could argue it saves you extents, but still, like, the era of the spinning disk is long over. And even with spinning disks, you have to trust that you have to trust that the abstraction they've put in front of the spinning disk is actually accurate, which it usually isn't anymore. Like, the idea being that if you put sectors together, or clusters together, you'll end up with a faster read time because they're actually physically in the same spot. But there's been cluster or sector renaming for a very long time. This is, of course, assuming that the disk drive isn't lying to you in a different way, like being a fork emulation drive, which those were kind of shitty. For the longest time, Windows didn't support larger sector sizes. And so, especially for something reason for this. But basically it assumed that the largest sector you could have was 512 by default or something. But some disk manufacturers wanted to make larger disks. So what they did was they used 4K sectors underneath and then would do some fancy renaming stuff. But the problem is this resulted in a read read modify write cycle if you were only changing a portion of that area, which is just bad. That's not a mechanic you want. I'm surprised that worked. It was one of those, why did anybody ever want this? I don't think anyone ever did. Like, I'd argue, I guess, if you were just, like, torrenting stuff, or... I need a power-up. Okay. Well, there was a midway. Pretty sure it was a midway. Ah, no yump. Moderation ruined. Oh well. But yeah, I didn't check the midway and we didn't get the moon, so... Back to... That should have killed me. Still thinking about a la gold. The Presbyterian Church. It's such an amazing thing to have existed. Like, so utterly pointless. Backstroke of the West. But it may have had a cultural impact more than some other movies I've seen. Like, Do Not Want was a fairly large meme. Okay, one. There is a midway. Just need to see if we can get a power-up post-midway. And there we are. We're home free. No! Let's see if the midway works. Oh, look, it does. Surprising no one. You know, one thing that is interesting about this hack is it's using the ASM to immediately kill enemies as opposed to coin them. But that comes with a little bit of a downside, in that I can't respawn a coined enemy. There we go. Anyway, let's check out the extra room. I haven't been to the other one to see what it looks like after the fact. No trolls. The object, of course, does not spawn, because that's the way those work, which is why there's the exit. Like, the switches actually do not spawn after you already have, if the bit for the switch is set. Which is interesting, because you never really should be back in a level like that. At least in vanilla. Like, you can't go back to a Switch Palace level. Later, you know, hacks change that. So I wonder if it's a Lunar Magic thing or a pure vanilla thing. Like, I have questions. I doubt I'll get answers, but I have questions. Oh yeah, I don't know if I checked the midway on this one. Let's check the midway really quick. Because it's free. Midway works as intended. Beautiful. Let's drift over it. There we go. Alright, let's see what's in the door. Inside the pipe. Wherever we are. Oh, it's one of these. Oh, great. So I need to get all of these before the time runs out. Which again, assuming it's using the Mario clock, seems fairly lenient. 33, we're already a third done. Shoot. Okay, so what we've learned here is it's icy. That's what we've learned. Yeah, I mistimed that, just fell off. Now the thing is, I didn't actually care about getting hit there, because I know I'm going to acquire a bunch of stuff here anyway. Also, if I missed that one last time, I would have felt like such an idiot. Alright. Gotta be careful so we can actually get out of Club Penguin here. I don't think that spawned last time. Or it was irrelevant, so I didn't care. Oop. I guess going back to the disk defragging thing, I do wonder what other computer rituals we will basically destroy at some point. Because, like, disk defragging completely useless nowadays. Antivirus scanning completely useless. Clearing your cache. Still said as like a common way of solving problems, but I don't think it actually ever really helps. Whee! That was pretty cool. Googling? Yeah, I guess Googling. Instead of just, no, I used the AI. Why would I Google something when I could just AI it? Which again was the Worldcon thing. At least one of the people who I trust wrote something decent up about that, and so, like, it looks like he didn't care that much, because, like, it didn't affect him, but he's also already bought tickets. You know, when you're already invested in something like that, it makes it a lot easier to say, like, yeah, I'm still gonna show up. Because why wouldn't I? I already paid good money to. Getting a refund would be a pain in the butt. I have a vague feeling... What color are these coins? I know nothing about turquoise coins. So cold. Maybe a fire flower might help you here to melt these ice blocks. This would be one of those, like, actual cute things that someone could have done. Would be, like, if you fire flower a cold flower, it gets warm. Very echoey. Oddly fast, but not dangerous. Not yet. I knew there had to be something up here. It clearly was not the way you were supposed to discover it, though. I'm trying to remember what the line was in, like, Parks and Rec. One of, what was it, Tom was unhappy with... I think that was a green coin. I think I screwed up. Okay. With how Jerry was using his computer, it's like, when you want to go to your mail, you go to Google and type in, please take me to Yahoo Mail? It's like, yeah, how else would you do it? That was a weird section. I'm going to play this level again, and I have to play this level again, because I highly suspect those, despite not being the same green that I'm expecting, were green coins. For a green moon. I also don't know if I need moons for anything, or if they're just, like, collect them all for the sake of collecting them all. Hard to know. It says that you have connectivity issues. Yeah, that was like one of the best improvs in that entire show. Maybe picking up these shells might help you with the impassable plants. Interesting. That's something I do kind of miss, was the standard error messages that actually had useful information in them. Like, I've been running into this issue a lot with Chrome, where instead of telling me a server is down, it'll instead be like, oh, hello. It'll instead, like, tell me it doesn't support HTTPS, which is true, because it's down. But that's not a useful thing for me, you know? I'll have to try it in Firefox or something else, because I don't care about it being non-HTTPS. I want to visit this website. I'm not buying stuff from it. Sure, there's a number of good reasons to prefer HTTPS, but just sometimes I want to visit an ancient website. Oh, crap. A P-switch. Intriguing. Ah, I now understand what they were trying to tell me there. Ah, well, that's convenient. Yep, green moon. Green moon. You know, I really thought I'd get away with that. Probably should have done that earlier, I suspect. Well, I gotta figure out where all the things are, because I didn't get any of them. Domestic sale. Oh, I did that again. I've gotten the... Well, I've almost gotten the exact same pattern every time. These are not helpful to me. Domestic flights that aren't going where you want to go don't really help at all. I'm not going to Fort Lauderdale anytime soon. That has 2 exits? Interesting. That was not what I was expecting. That is very curious now. I'm missing a whole dragon coin. And I'm missing a moon. And I'm missing... Well, I know where the moon is. It's in the sky. Sup, DJNB and people? How y'all doing? Thank you for the good luck. How was the stream? Hope it was something fun. Just doing the bandicoot hack, which has been good so far. But very collectathon-y, which is also what I was expecting, you know? It's something that Bandicoot likes to do. So, for instance, I need to collect all 7 of the green coins to be able to fall off the... No, not off the cliff. To be able to get the thing here. To get the moon. I don't know if I need the moon, but I want the moon, so we gotta get the moon. Everything is good in moderation. You know, I can say I don't think that's necessarily true. There have definitely been a few hacks I've moderated that were not good. There was one that was literally nothing. It was like 3 cheers for Mario or something, and it was like, yeah, and here, this level just has a bunch of clapping chucks. It couldn't even spawn all the clapping chucks because there were too many clapping chucks. It was completely and utterly pointless. It was very much a, I am hacking because I want to hack, not because I have a good idea about what to hack and how to hack it, kind of thing. Very much I don't want to be mean to people on their first attempt, but that one was particularly disappointing. Oh, hello. Moderator gotta do all kinds of stuff. They can imagine me grinding. It can be. Sometimes it's not. Most of the time. Huh. It's almost like the game was trying to give me a hint that I somehow missed a minute ago. Where was I thinking? I'm trying to think like any particular hack had been very grindy. Oh, for... Well, we're gonna go do the secret exit now. You have to say, like, one of the grindiest ones that was annoying, especially since it's become kind of relevant, since Just Cook's playthrough is on YouTube, was easy difficulties early work. Unforgiving Tower and a couple of other things that he made were really tedious. And in fact, this first Unforgiving Tower, it used the same Mega Man X song. Like, it only used one song for the entirety of the hack. Like, I got so tired of, like... I say it was the Eagle one for Mega Man X? Storm Eagle stage? Like, that got old quick. That was, in fact, one of my criticisms, was like... This isn't an official moderator note or anything, but people do like having variety in music when they're playing hacks. You may want to have other tracks in your game. But yeah, I've been incredibly impressed looking at Vengeful Mario. I'm not playing it, fuck that. But like, it looks like easy difficulty has finally like found his niche. Because he always had a weird kind of niche where like all of his hacks were kind of samey. Just like, here's a pretty normal set of levels, they're not that hard, maybe like one hard auto-scroller or something. How can I not get this anymore? In the middle or something. But then, at the very end, there'd be this really annoying Bowser boss. And it was always the same Bowser boss. Like, it was consistent. I thought I died. Like, it was amazing how consistent it was that he'd picked this particular sprite to do this with. And, like, it was always kind of unpleasant. But Vengeful Mario appears to have, like, completely found an audience, which I just think is nice. To be fair, the audience is amongst the sicko set, so maybe your mileage may vary, but... What to say, if I... You know, I'd already looked away. I assumed I was so dead that I didn't even care. So when I lived, I was like, oh man, what happened there? Because I legitimately don't know. Also running out of time. Nope, there we go. Alright, so we don't have the moon, we have the coin, we still need to get the green coins, and I need to be careful about the midway because that actually inhibits us from being able to get it. Yep, okay, that takes us to the special world. We'll check that out really quick after we get the moon. So we all know, by fruit, spike, and moon, we need to do things. No, the really hard moderations are the ones where, like, there's a lot of problems, and it takes it's a huge hack. Like, there are definitely a few ones I've done where just, like, the hack is so big, and there were so many things. In moderation, I failed at, full disclosure, was Super Marissa World, and I got a fairly far into it. Not immensely far into it, but fairly far. I'd have to go check what my save file said. But that one had a number of things where I, like, needed to do more. I needed to go through and actually coalesce my notes over many, many, many sessions. Now, to be fair, my system works pretty well for that kind of thing. But, it was still really long, and I didn't actually finish it. Eldad did it. Instead of me, not, like, in addition to me. Apparently, Dudamate actually did see my playthrough at some point, because at least he decided to give me a call-out or something in the credits, which was nice of him. I don't get too many credit call-outs. I'm not Just Cook. People do. I do not get to judge hacks on that criteria of... What? How did I miss... I missed one. How did I miss one? Anyway, alright, let's see what the save looked like, because I wasn't even paying attention. Oh, I did a wall jump. I got so into telling the stupid story. Alright, this time we count. We love to count. Yeah, when I saw the Dragoncorn save, I was very happy for a minute, knowing that I wouldn't have to deal with nonsense like this in moderation. Unfortunately for me, I was wrong. Alright, so that's 2. Oh, I bet it was up there. There's one up there with him. Okay, so we're still at 2. There might have been one up here. Doesn't look like it. Once again, I kind of wish I'd actually done the save on purpose, because that would have been way more impressive than my accidental doing it. At least I think so. Alright, so I think that's 3. This is 4. Five. Doing that, that's pointless. Or... Oh, I've been making this hard on myself. Okay, I want the scroll first. 6. A little embarrassed about that one. Just a little bit. And there's our 7th. Alright, cool. Moon get. Right, let's see what this says, because, like, I haven't been checking. I do like that it tells me my completion percentage at the bottom of the screen. Frosty Star Hill. We'll do that after beating the world. Old Lotus Bridge. I don't like the sound of that. Ah, yes. Battery zone. Flying battery zone. Very appropriate with all of the incredibly peaceful-looking birds in the background. What if that's one of those, that's the accessible level part? I think it's trying to tell me something. Shoot. I think there's probably a moon or something up there. Flying anti-aircraft zone. I mean, it was an aircraft in the game, I think. I love how they show that particular thing incredibly early in the game, and then you never actually get to go to it if you're just playing vanilla Sonic 3. Alright, I'm not sure how to get up there while flying because of that. Beautiful. I mean, I guess I could ascend using this. It does kind of require them to spawn going my way. Do not believe this is the intended solution. What's up, Noah? How you doing? The problem is I can't get the scroll, so I don't actually know what I'm looking for up there. I feel like that was, yeah, that was P-Speed. I don't see anything up there. Interesting. Oh, I already still have a cape in my box. I still have a cape in my box. Be smart. For some values of smart, at least. What? Well, okay. Yeah, there's something up there. Okay. So clearly this mechanism works. I just need to do it slightly differently. Okay, I just need to fly a little bit higher up. Ah, dagnabbit. There we go. Wait. What? I'd need a P-switch to get in there. Maybe these are trick blocks? No. What the hell's a P-switch here? Thinking maybe it was a block snake, but no. I'm not really sure what to do with this. Also, that specific spot, now that I think about it, is a pretty good argument for getting a star in my box. Well, let's just see if we can get a midway or something. Or it could be literally just bring the Yoshi with you. Okay, well. Let's grab that and just bail. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. Alright. I played one level of success. I've been awake until 2, and I'm not that tired yet. It occurs to me this will actually be really annoying, because there's a non-trivial chance I will lose the Yoshi when I attempt to start flying. And I'd have to go back and get another stupid horse. No, that's a blue shell. I don't have to deal with that problem. Yeah, no. Bandicoot gave me all the tools. It just took me a minute to put it together. It was nothing unreasonable. I was just being stupid. Bye, Yoshi. F? Which part? Stream looks up from my side. Stream looks from here. But I did get it with the Yoshi. It made sense, it just took time. Yeah, we'll go down and we'll retrieve our Yoshi. It's one of those, since the game has provided us with them, I have a vague feeling I'm going to need him later. Took a while to reconnect. Oof. There's more stuff here. Yeah, I looked over and saw it looked fine, so... Oh. Well, that's where that was. Yoshi! He's already got the moon. No more searching for that. To the heavens. With our Yoshi. What else was down here? Goodbye, Yoshi. Well... I guess if I need another Yoshi, I've done this wrong. Maybe I won't. We'll find out in a minute, won't we? But yeah, I blame Twitch for that. Twitch in general, just, you know, just programmed by iguanas. They're nice iguanas, but it's programmed by iguanas, so... There we go. 5 dragon coins, check. I've not tested the midway. Oh yeah, no secret exits. I guess we'll do a midway check real quick. It will not take much time. Love the intro to that. Oh. Well, that didn't matter. I was mildly annoyed until I wasn't. Get our Yabi back. I do love that, you know, you never get to keep Yoshi in this one. That was an accidental save. But also, I don't think Yoshi is critical for any of the things we need to do. Like, there's no secret exit on this one. Like, pretty much the only reason I sandbagged there was because... You know, I don't know if I checked... Nope, that was thorough checking, huh? such a weird number of just random one-ups in this game sometimes. Toad! Oh yeah, I guess I'm looking at Discord since I saw a message there. That was all of the things, that was all of the things. In a different Discord... Oh, that's Bricks. Okay. Earth Melon posted that the engagement went well. His first, like, paid gig. Apparently it was good music to enjoy art to. Which I can appreciate. Sometimes there's bad music to try to appreciate art to. And it's one of my complaints about, like, the Seattle Art Museum. They've got, like, in a really echoey foyer, an exhibit on, like, I think some sort of African dance thing. But it makes it really hard to enjoy the other stuff that's going on in that area. Let's just go for this one. SQL Server's default collection doesn't respect hyphens when sorting data. That's weird. I mean, hyphens aren't that common in a way that they'll affect sorting, right? Well, it was good while it lasted. Wait, does it just ignore them? That's why I hate those things. Of course, the only SQL I ever really use these days, and yes, I saw you type that phrase, is SQLite, because I'm incredibly lazy. And SQLite does all the things that I care about. How do I get that P-switch? That might be the answer. Oddly, I was expecting a Yoshi in there. Got our Eldad Cloud. Eldad Cloud for all your SMW hosting needs. Admittedly, it would be a pretty funny, like, April Fool's Day prank. Replace the file bin with Eldad Cloud. We could do it. We have the technology. We probably shouldn't. But we do have the technology. I'm pretty sure the only, like, prank that April Fool's Day prank that SMW Central's willing to do these days is just turn on dumb tips. Where they give you bad advice. Huh. Please stay down. Still thinking about that. That P-switch is bugging me. Though if I had a Yoshi, because these are probably basically rebadged hurt blocks. There's the midway. Which are... Yeah, there's a Yoshi right there. That answers every question. I was about to try to logic it up, but no, there's a Yoshi right there. And that answers the entirety of our questions. I know how to get the moon. It's funny to me there's, like, unsampled ports of this when it's already an SNES song. There we go. Messing around last night, made a Python script with commentary byte for byte with commentary byte by relates level magic. Lunar magic level for 106. Oh, nice. You'll have your own editor working in no time, which I'm certain is exactly what you want. I think I want that. The game really wanted me to have that. I am so smart. Really enjoying that. Come on. There we go. 5 dragon coins. No waiting. Trying to learn how to train AI to generate levels. Oh. Oh, that'll be interesting. It's all about the AI these days. Excellent job back there. These brambles are tough to navigate through. The next castle is just up ahead. You stop doing that. I really don't need to go in there again. I've already done it. Maybe I'm overly optimistic about my awakenedness. Freezing... Say clown ride? Well, it's an auto-scroller. It can't be that long. Oh. Boop. Come on. Nope, not there. Okay, dodge that. That worked. I didn't really expect it to work, but it did. Oh, flying lava lotuses. Who doesn't love a good flying lava lotus? It's very satisfying when you just line it up and get it going. Nothing. Thank goodness this is an Eldad cloud, because this has been a long, long cloud journey. Got the vague feeling it's going to be one of those don't get any coins moons. Which wouldn't be difficult necessarily, but not knowing it up front is kind of annoying. Like, I was going to look at what the timer said to judge how long the auto-scroller is, but we can't even do that right now. It's a blue moon. Yup. Coins. Nuts. ChatGPT makes shell level. Oof. Be fair about AI, people who are selling it aren't selling it for what it's useful for. They're just trying to get bank off the average person, which looks awful. Two kinds of AI people. People who learn for learning and people who sell it. People who sell it give it a bad name. Yeah. I don't know. I like knowing trivia and things, and I find that people often end up using AI in the to avoid thinking. Or doing research. Which I just don't like. Like, I like puzzles. But if these things can solve cryptic crossword puzzles, then what's the point? People use it, make a bad name. That's being sold on it. I don't know. I've got a couple friends who in real life are really AI forward type guys, and I just don't know if I like it. I like image generation stuff. I find that to be at least fascinating. But, okay, so now I have to go through the whole level without grabbing any coins. Yeah, it would be nice if it was just upfront about it, or if they didn't count. I'd say so far, at least the levels have been shortish. I don't know how long this one is. It seems like about a minute auto-scroller. If I'd known in advance, I would have at least tried to set up cheese for it. There's... Oh, actually, no. I did a pretty decent job of getting... Thank goodness. Of getting most of the stuff in this level. see people are all over the place. A lot of people are pissed about image generation. Yeah, justifiably so in many cases, because it really is using an awful lot of copyrighted data, amongst other things. But it can be kind of fun to play with, just producing images of whatever. The main thing that's happened with that is that there's a certain genre of image that you're not really supposed to look at, but is supposed to be there. Like, you're writing an article about something, you need some illustrations, but the illustrations usually don't make any sense. And aren't meant to catch the eye for more than half a second. Really? But for some reason, we still do them. Trying to read it. Most we use AI for is coding. I mean, the thing is about coding, like, I feel like most of what they're getting that's good is basically taking from Stack Overflow anyways. You just asked your coding question and put Stack Overflow after it. You probably would have gotten an adequate result as well. I mean, to be fair, I am a contributor to Stack Overflow, and in the top 1% of answerers. So it is in my vested interest to keep it relatively relevant. But, that being said, not telling code, sort of. I mean, my experience with code, AI-wise, is frequently it has bugs, and debugging it takes longer than writing the correct code in the first place. Unless you're doing something that's almost entirely boilerplate, it usually is not much of a time save if you know what you're doing. To be fair, in the case of UI, I rarely know what I'm doing, so maybe it would save me time. Did this form UI so I have to type out all the data fields? Yeah. Usually if I have a problem like that, I end up solving it by writing code that writes code. Like, there's no reason for me to be the one responsible for filling in all of that stuff. I kind of like writing metacode. If I was, you know, using better languages that supported proper hygienic macros and stuff, I probably would be writing in that. Something, 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 Lisp is the best language ever, or something. But can't have it all. Hope it's not top... oh, it's top 7% of all time. I answered like one really easy question, and I got so much karma from it. I answered the question, how do you tell if a list is empty in Python? Which is if list. That's it. That's how you do it in Python. It's not hard. Some people don't like the fact that it's not... it's ambiguous. The list could be none, or it could be empty. In the case, either way, I'm like, well, either way, you're not going to iterate over it now. I'm surprised that cloud died there. Talk about Ruby. No talking about Ruby. I've already made my Ruby references with the Pokemon and cigarettes bit. Be surprised at how much it's improved in the last 6 months? Maybe. But it's very much a, like, when we do ICFP competitions, I don't really want to see AI-generated code, because it tends to, like, just not do what we want. No. That's as far as I go with Ruby, is making the wise, poignant guide reference. And honestly, I've never actually read outside of the first bit. Because the first bit's the best bit, with the talking cats that don't want to talk about chunky bacon. Alright, I was going to look at my Stack Overflow thing. Does it say if I'm a top percenter here? I currently have 92,000 reputation. And I've answered 12 things. Apparently I've reached 9.6 million people. That's a lot. Is there another thing that shows me that? Badges? I don't know. There was a place where it showed you, like, where your reputation stood. I don't remember where it is. Maybe you need to be logged out for that. Or not looking at your own page for that. Like I said, I answered one really easy question a million years ago. Like, I got in really early, but I have a very low ID. So, like, none of this should surprise anybody. Jeff Atwood still owes me a friggin' badge. Never gonna get it. He's too busy doing other shit now. But basically, I found a way to do some cross-site scripting nonsense on Stack Overflow. So if you visited another webpage, it would, you could vote for answers and stuff. So they fixed that. Or I guess not really cross-site scripting, it was cross-site request forgery. I'd learned about it earlier that day and was like, I wonder if it works here. Pro tip, it did. And so I reported it to Jeff Atwood, and he said he'd get me a badge for it. Every once in a while I'd email him about it, and I'd get a response saying, oh no, we haven't implemented that yet, or something, and then the last few times I've asked, which was years ago, absolute radio silence. So, guess they decided not to do that, and to be dicks about it, is really the long story short. Quite disappointed, really. It's like, it's just a few pixels, but it would have made me much happier. I think there must be a sprite killer block right here or something. Never learned how to use a Windows format in a couple days of AI. Not an expert in how it all works. But what you made is. I mean, honestly, WinForm stuff is fairly easy if you're following the path. Like, people used to be able to write Visual Basic versions of things really easily without knowing too much of what you were doing. Like, you do the drag and drop stuff, you set up your window, or your button event handlers, like... It was meant to be pretty easy. Oh, hello. If you're in another .NET language or something, it actually gets a lot easier. Ah, there it goes. Didn't do any of that, you just code in C#. Yeah. I mean, that's part of the benefit of doing a Windows app in something like C# is you can use the form builder stuff. The first money my brother ever made off programming, I'm pretty sure, was building a silly WinForm app in Visual Basic that did some calculations that realtors cared about. This is before people really embraced spreadsheets and whatnot. Could have, but didn't. Ask AI? Yeah. Just got to generate a template. That makes sense. Like, again, the code behind on those things is not terribly difficult. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble with this pipe. Know that you never learned any Windows forms before? Yeah. Let's do this in a different order. This is a much better order. Did I check the pipe first? No. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave. I wonder if that was an up pipe. You could spin jump on a lot of nonsense. Lovely. Just gonna wait for good timing here. Yeah, I need it to spawn lower, and it's not spawning lower. I need to be able to do it off a neutral jump unless I want to. Hello. Okay, that's not an up pipe. Alright. That's lava, though. Not saying use AI for commercial software and pitch to write itself, but as a learning tool, just don't expect it to do everything you want in one go. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just still reluctant. One of the dumber AI experiences I had was I asked Google, because it wasn't even like an AI, it was the Google box, like what the longest continental flight is in the United States. And it gave me what I believe to be the right result, Seattle to Miami. But its source was friggin' TikTok, which I do not trust as a source of actual truth. Just mildly annoying. It's like, oh yes, TikTok says it. It must be true. There we go. Alright. Die now. Stop to think. Google AI is bad. Yeah, I talked to someone at Google about it, and he's like, we shouldn't even call that AI. It runs such a small model and everything. Just like a meh. Dino, the Lakitu. Hey you! I was going to watch anime and they sent me to battle you. Now you will receive an anime betrayal. Whoops. It would help if I could... Oh god, those bounce. Okay. It's an interesting arena. I'm debating sandbagging because I didn't find the moon. I'm also terrible at this boss fight. Which is impressive, given that he only does one thing. I'm pretty sure as long as he has to push his momentum in one direction or the other, it's pretty easy. Compared to Gemini to ChatGPT, GPT-4o is the best at the moment. Got the Google AI subscription free with your phone, never use it. OpenAI is only useful one so far. Interesting. There's a broken overworld tile. Not quite sure how it got there, but that sure isn't what it's supposed to look like. Need to find the moon. Need to not do that. There's a way to re-enter castles. Isn't that much space. I know where the moon is. It was in that sub-area that had the one dragon coin. They gave me a cape. There was no reason for them to give me a cape unless they were expecting me to fly there. I think this is correct. That or there's... Nope. Okay, I briefly thought that might be interesting, but it wasn't. My nose itches. Gonna run a bot in here real quick. Go for it. Yeah, that's fine. I've occasionally run bots in other people's channels really quick. The fun fact, Speedy Cat Bot still has VIP in RomHack Race's channel, even though it shouldn't really now. Alright, that's a little bit of a problem with my plan. Okay. I've made it worse. Okay, maybe not. Maybe this isn't the spot. Just could rotate around and try again. Do you need both sides of a pipe clear for that? No. Have a llama model running on a PC you can use? Interesting. I do love llama sometimes. I thought I had it. Wait a second. Yeah, there's clearly something up there. Aw, man. They're boring. I should ban this bot from my channel for claiming standard levels are boring. They're not all boring, just a non-trivial percentage of them. It says nothing useful. Fair enough. Not good at taking off. Okay. Ah, for Pete's sake. Does it say at least entertaining things? I'd be curious to find out. This is fine. Well, is it? Okay, we wait. That's not the way we wanted to do it, but it's a way that'll work. Ah. It's to see 4 players. Contributes as much as the... I mean, people like the Aniv bot, which never contributes anything interesting to conversations. And that one's using a much simpler idea. It's just doing Markov chains. Like, Markov chains are trivial. And, well, they're not completely trivial, but they're not difficult. Like, as far as concepts go. Keep hoping. Nope. Has a 2 Markov chains, it's super easy, yeah. Just store the transitions in adjacent, exactly. Like, it's not a complicated bit of tech, but it is surprisingly satisfying for how little effort it takes to implement. Miss when I had a thing in the box. Oh, God. Wait. Oh, wait. Okay, I think I understand possibly what I was supposed to do, because apparently it wasn't that. I have to be so icy. No, not again. Yeah, people love it. Channel dependent, so people hear things their friends said and laugh. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Every once in a while I'm like, yeah, it'd be kind of fun to do a gimmick bot or something, but then I'm like, eh. Makes a new JSON for each channel it joins. That makes sense. Okay, I'm not as convinced as I was that this is where I need to be now. Yeah, I think I'm gonna look elsewhere. I don't think it's right here. Like, the only thing I can think of is maybe it's on the right side, so we've at least seen on the left side it's not. Yeah, this is not an up pipe. What am I doing? Weather function and auto-translate via Google API. Yeah, the Google API for auto-translating is actually kind of nice. I've been considering switching to DeepL because I heard it gave better translations, but it is a thing. It reminds me, actually. Butt spot randomly replaces syllables. I don't care for butt spot. Quick look at the README and see if there's anything here. Nope. Okay, so that didn't help. your friend had where the bot says you'd blank that adjective now? I mean, that's very much just like the Mad Libs style. It's actually kind of impressive when you think about it. Like, one book was so successful in discussing a specific style of silliness that we call it Mad Libs. Explicitly. Nope, that's definitely the end of the level. I'm gonna have to go kill the Lakitus. I don't know where it is. Oh, but it helped if I didn't immediately do that. Oh, wait. I can get him to kill himself? Yeah, that's funny. Proud of you, little bot. It wouldn't exist without AI. Yeah, fair. Alright, so I'm missing this moon. I'm missing this moon. Why does it with the first levels in Worlds that I cannot apparently into moons? Only thing left is that go over to error handling when you put bad data. With friends like mine, I always have to put in error handling for bad data and assume that sooner or later that they will do it. It's just their nature. They can't help themselves. Happens far too often. Like I said, friends like mine, you have to do things like that. Don't even know what the message was attempted, but I guess it was Max trying to do Polish characters. Hey, look, I was right. But yeah. At least a couple of my friends are just people who will just do that kind of thing. We were doing the puzzle boat puzzle hunts. We would... Because it's built off a really crummy ancient PHP website. Like, Foggy never learned better coding. And he probably never will. But one of my friends discovered a SQL injection exploit, and I'm like, please don't do that. But the good news is Foggy doesn't keep any actual important data there, like in SQL. Like, he doesn't actually, what's the term I'm looking for? Keep any payment data. Just puzzle state, really. So, not as dangerous. But still. Thankfully, he uses PayPal and uses like an old school method where he does not receive any tokens or anything. Just, you know, the acknowledgement that yes, this person did actually pay for something. Wow. I'm doing terribly. I'm rapping horrible. Oh well, that was it. That was it. Sometimes the moon areas are really easy. Do is where you go, Rainbow Road. It's like a car crash in slow motion. Nope. I got stuck. Yeah, the thing about SQL injection is it's largely a solved problem outside of PHP somehow. Like, you just don't feed data directly in. Let the SQL database handle its escaping if you can, let it. Or let your ORM kind of thing handle it. No. Then it gets a lot easier. Like, PHP had so many badly named things, like SQL escape for real this time and things like that, that it was very easy to use the wrong thing and hose yourself. Well, that's not going to help. Needed to check pipes. Of course, it was a fake red piranha plant. Ah, what? Well, at least the only... I was about to say it only... Oh, come on! Only choose one direction. Made a home assistant that renders a temperature data JSON feed into a thermal image, but nobody cares about that. Into a... Apparently, I did something weird there. Oh, God, this is just going worse. Yeah, let's just sandbag that one. There was one thing I remember Fiskbit being really into. It was this, like, Kickstarter for a toast printer. The idea being is that you could, like, print the daily weather on your toast. But that's what that reminds me of, the toast printer. Or the Virgin Mary, if you needed to have her on there, you know, it's an option. I love stuff like that, like the house integration thing that's not like Alexa. Always used to like seeing those kinds of like little toys on the internet. There was one, and it was a bit of an inspiration for the ads thing. I'm just gonna keep going. Was a website that had the ability for you to like purchase ads for it, but it also had a LED strip thing that you could put custom messages on. Didn't cost you anything, and he had a webcam pointed at it so you could see it as it scrolled by, which was kind of cool. You know, it's interesting to make some action like that happen at a distance. Someone made the one and said, yeah, like once you have the ability to render like pixels onto a particular medium, there's no reason you can't do the Mona Lisa or anything else. Oh, I'm at the midway. And I still don't remember... Oh yeah, I should come in with a cape. That's what I should do. Because there was like an indication of upwardness somewhere near the midway. And it was weird looking. Apparently I'm really bad at telling when or not I can take off if it's icy. Hey, look at that! It's exactly the thing I needed. There we go. Okay. Looks like straight up flying up there isn't going to work. I could take off here. I've made this much more difficult than I needed to make it. Okay. Oh, I understand why this is here now. Because I want to take off... Oh, for Pete's sake. I want to take off on this one. There we go. Getting varying degrees of brightness must have been interesting. How long you point the laser each pixel? Yeah. What if the texture of the toast is important? Do you pre-toast it? Yeah, like that's the thing, is like I still want a proper toast. But to be fair, for the longest time I didn't own a toaster. I would just toast it by putting it in a skillet. Toast it that way. But even so. Like, toast is for eating. So, like, I can appreciate the Mona Lisa on toast, but if it doesn't taste good, if it isn't toasty, then what's the point? I figured I'd check that. I think it's very plausible I just, like, missed a pipe when checking things. Like, that is still weirding me out, that part right there. Like, why would you ever go up there? Alright, well, that still kind of worked. No, it doesn't seem like there's anything up there, never mind. It's still a weird-looking structure. But I was gonna say there could be illusion walls, but I guess there aren't. Do I feel comfortable that it's past this point? I'm still kind of on the train that I think it might be in that other room. Like, okay, I think this is just happens to be the same area. They did a one-frame jump off of that. Well, that was brilliant. No! Alright, I'm curious. I just want to rule out that room at this point. I think it's a odd obstacle if that's the case. Take a quick look. Oh, I need to have it converted the other way around, wouldn't I? Can I convert that one in my head? I think so. Let's see, actually, this should be easy enough. X of 7 is 57. That is not the number. I am foolish. Also think it should not be used for profit, AI music generation. A friend of mine tried to make it generate some AI music a while back, and I wanted in the style of Vanilla Ice, and it just didn't understand for the longest time. It eventually got it, but it wasn't good. To be fair, I kind of like Vanilla Ice sometimes. Ah, I understand now. Not tell services like Suno to sound like a specific artist. That might have been what was happening there. What am I doing? Keep suggesting genres. I want to say he did get it with actual Vanilla Ice, but Vanilla Ice as a genre is a pretty silly one. The reason why we did this is I had been visiting my sister, and she didn't believe me that Vanilla Ice... That's just pointless, because I don't have a thing now. That Vanilla Ice was a genre, or was in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, the second one. The second one's actually good. I like it. I think it's better than the first one, to a large extent. Oh, it ate my input. What am I doing? I need to do one very specific thing with one very specific power-up. I don't need to live off the land for this. Let's just do this really quick. Yeah, I meant to just rule out that room, but I saw the wrong part, so I am cheating on this one. But I'm pretty sure I saw what I needed to see. Yeah, I just didn't see this before. Ah. I blame the ice. There we go. Okay, where does this take me? My coins didn't reset or anything, so I doubt we're doing that. Just RNG lava and swinging maces. I can work with this. Or did I say RNG lava? RNG, well, these aren't RNG fireballs, they're normal fireballs now, but you know. I feel a bit silly having not figured this one out, I'll be honest. He definitely likes that trick of the sprite killer at the end. Okay, cool. With that, we have gotten everything in the first couple worlds. 31%, that's not bad. I want to check something really quick. Did it say how many exits I needed to open up the first area? I feel like it did. Let's see. Oh, to get past this, you need every exit in the game. To unlock all the special worlds, you need to collect dragon coins on 35. Okay, so yeah, we've been doing decently on that front. So we're on our way. But yeah, this is going to probably take a few more iterations. Let's go put myself back where I need to be. Such an odd shortcut, too, because it cuts off an awful lot. Not that it helps. Because you still need the dragon coins and the moons and whatnot. I don't know if the moons mean anything. Maybe I'll have to read the README a little more carefully, but we'll see you next time.